And it came to be, when Yitzhak was old and his eyes were too dim to see, that he called Esau his elder son and said to him, "My son." And he answered him, "Here I am." And he said, "See now, I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Now then, please take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt wild game for me. And make me a tasty dish, such as I love, and bring it to me to eat, in order that my being does bless you before I die." And Ribkah heard when Yitzhak spoke to Esau his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt wild game and to bring it. And Ribkah spoke to Jacob her son, saying, "See, I heard your father speak to Esau your brother, saying, 'Bring me wild game, and make me a tasty dish to eat, and bless you in the presence of Yahuwah before my death.' And now, my son, listen to my voice according to what I command you. Please go to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats, and I make a tasty dish from them for your father, such as he loves. And you shall take it to your father, and he shall eat it, so that he might bless you before his death." And Jacob said to Ribkah his mother, "See, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth-skinned man. What if my father touches me? Then I shall be like a deceiver in his eyes, and shall bring a curse on myself, and not a blessing." But his mother said to him, "Let your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice, and go. Get them for me." And he went and fetched them, and brought them to his mother. And his mother made a tasty dish, such as his father loved. And Ribkah took the best garments of her elder son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob her younger son. And she put the skins of the young goats on his hands, and on the smooth part of his neck. Then she gave the tasty dish and the bread, which she had prepared, into the hand of her son Jacob. And he went to his father and said, "My father." And he said, "Here I am. Who are you, my son?" And Jacob said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you said to me. Please rise, sit and eat of my wild game, so that your being might bless me." But Yitzhak said to his son, "How is it that you have found it so quickly, my son?" And he said, "Because Yahuwah, your Elohim, brought it to me." Then Yitzhak said to Jacob, "Please come near, so that I feel you, my son, whether you truly are my son Esau or not." And Jacob went near to Yitzhak his father, and he felt him, and said, "The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau." And he did not recognize him, for his hands were hairy like his brother Esau's hands. And he blessed him, and he said, "Are you truly my son Esau?" And he said, "I am." And he said, "Bring it near to me, and let me eat of my son's wild game, so that my being might bless you." So he brought it near to him, and he ate. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Yitzhak said to him, "Please come near and kiss me, my son." And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his garments, and blessed him, and said, "See, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field which Yahuwah has blessed. And Elohim give you of the dew of the heavens, of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and wine. Let peoples serve you, and nations bow down to you. Be master over your brothers, and let your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed be those cursing you, and blessed be those blessing you." And it came to be, as soon as Yitzhak had finished blessing Jacob, and Jacob had hardly left the presence of Yitzhak his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he too had made a tasty dish, and brought it to his father, and said to his father, "Let my father rise and eat of his son's wild game, so that your being might bless me." And his father Yitzhak said to him, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am your son, your firstborn, Esau." Then Yitzhak trembled exceedingly, and said, "Who was it then who hunted wild game and brought it to me? And I ate all of it before you came, and I have blessed him. Yes, he is blessed." When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with an exceedingly great and bitter cry, and said to his father, "Bless me too, O my father." And he said, "Your brother came with deceit and took your blessing." And Esau said, "Was his name then called Jacob? For he has caught me by the heel these 2 times. He took my birthright. And see, now he has taken my blessing." And he said, "Have you not reserved a blessing for me?" Then Yitzhak answered and said to Esau, "See, I have made him your master, and all his brothers I have given to him as servants. And I have sustained him with grain and wine. And what then shall I do for you, my son?" And Esau said to his father, "Have you only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Yitzhak his father answered and said to him, "See, your dwelling is of the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heavens from above. And by your sword you are to live, and serve your brother. And it shall be, when you grow restless, that you shall break his yoke from your neck." And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing with which his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father draw near. Then I am going to kill my brother Jacob." And the words of Esau, her older son, were reported to Ribkah. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said to him, "See, your brother Esau comforts himself concerning you, to kill you. And now, my son, listen to my voice, and rise, flee to my brother Laban in Haran, and stay with him a few days. until your brother's wrath turns away, until your brother's displeasure turns away from you, and he forgets what you have done to him. And I shall send and bring you from there. Why should I be bereaved of you both in one day? And Ribkah said to Yitzhak, I am disgusted with my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob takes a wife from the daughters of Heth, like these who are the daughters of the land, what is my life to me?